Okay, we're good. All right, hello everybody. My name is Kip Brenemus. I'm the Chief Nursing Officer here at the Memorial Hospital. And today we also have Wes Mark joining us. Wes, you can introduce yourself.
Wes Mark, Vice President of Operations.
So we are here in our surgical conference room today to recognize one of our amazing nurses with the Daisy Award. Today we also have some very special guests with us joining via phone today. If Bonnie, you could introduce yourself and what your role is.
Oh, sure. My name is Bonnie Barnes. I'm one of the co-founders of the Daisy Foundation.
That's amazing. And we also have Deb Zimmerman with us on the line. Deb, do you mind introducing yourself?
Good morning, everybody. I am Deb Zimmerman. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Daisy Foundation, and we are delighted to be with you today.
Thank you so much. So today we have again, a very special nomination and award to present, and we are going to be giving the Daisy Award today to Sarah Salcido. So come on up, Sarah. Right here. And we're going to say a whole bunch of nice things about you. Sarah loves to be on camera, so it's super fun. So, a little history of the background of the Daisy Award. Since we have Bonnie here with us today, I would love for Bonnie to just give us a little bit of background on the Daisy Award and how the Daisy Award came to be.
Thank you, Kit. I love that. We're so excited to be here. Am I correct? We're in the operating room this morning?
We're in the surgical conference room, so right just adjacent to the OR.
Great, because I understand, I've been told many times that percent is the enemy of meaningful recognition. So to have a chance to be saying hello and thank you to nurses who work around the operating room, it really means a lot to us. Let me give you an understanding of why we are so passionate about the work you all do every day. And it dates back to 22 years ago when my stepson Patrick died of complications of the autoimmune disease ITP. Patrick was 33 years old. He and his wife had just given us our first grandchild 6 weeks before he got sick. And 8 weeks later, from the time he was admitted to the hospital, he passed away. Well, I know you as nurses have been around families like us, and you go through this emotional roller coaster, and suddenly it was over. Now what do we do? We tried to find a way to focus on something positive that could help to fill this gaping hole in our hearts that Patrick said had left. And the only positive thing we could think of about those 8 weeks in the hospital were Patrick's nurses. Not only were they clinically excellent, just as we knew they should be, but what really, really impacted us was the way they delivered their care with so much compassion and thoughtfulness and sensitivity, not only to him, but to all of us in our family. And when Patrick died, we were just compelled to say thank you to nurses for what you do every day, the little things that make such a difference to patients and families and even patients who are asleep under anesthesia. So we really wanted to say thank you, and we developed the Daisy Award, Daisy standing for diseases attacking the immune system, since that's what took Patrick from us. And we developed this concept for ongoing recognition where other patients and families and coworkers could share their stories of extraordinary compassionate care that nurses have provided. And then we would celebrate those stories in a public way, just like we're doing today. Well, we never imagined that 22 years later, we would be honoring nurses in over 5,000 healthcare facilities and nursing schools, not only in every one of our United States, but in 30 other countries as well. Sarah, you are joining a community that's over 167,000 nurses strong, nurses who received the Daisy Award. But most important to us is the fact that more than 2 million times, a patient or a family member or coworker has stopped and taken the time to share their story of the impact a nurse has had. More than 2 million times. So clearly we're not the only folks who need to say thank you to all of you. So I am really excited to hear your story today, Sarah, and to celebrate with all of you this very, very special Daisy Award. And Kit, thank you so much for inviting Deb and me to participate.
Thank you, Bonnie. Well, with that, we will go ahead and read Sarah's nomination, and we do have Sarah's nominator here with us today. It'll be Trina. So Trina, if you don't mind coming up and reading the nomination that you wrote.
Okay. Okay, I need glasses on. Sarah is an amazing nurse. She has worked in PACU for several years, but has also worked med-surg in the past. Sarah consistently helps the other nurses in PACU whenever she can. In this last week, Sarah has gone above and beyond, not only noted by fellow coworkers, but also by one of our anesthesiologists. Last week, so this was written on in September, I think, Sarah discharged a patient home after surgery from the PACU area. She's a positive person and took the initiative to discharge that patient because he had COVID and could only go to an inpatient unit to be discharged after surgery. Instead of making more work for the inpatient nurses and housekeeping, etc., Sarah decided to keep the patient in PACU until he was ready to go home. By doing this, another patient needing the inpatient room more was able to get that room assignment. Yesterday, when the census was low in PACU, she volunteered to be a task nurse on the COVID unit and worked part of her shift there. Last night, she stayed late and went to the OR when the anesthesiologist needed help with blood products to help save a patient's life. He wrote that she went above and beyond her normal duties, and for that, he is truly grateful. The anesthesiologist wrote that she would tell him not to worry about it when he asked her about staying late and past her shift. Sarah constantly does things without expecting anything in return. She does the right thing for the patient every time, and that is enough reward for her. Sarah does not do anything for recognition. She is focused on doing the right thing for the patient, and she is appreciated more than she knows. We love you. You're great. Sarah's very humble. She doesn't like being the center of attention or recognition for anything, and she's just a great, great asset to PACU into the hospital.
Sarah, thank you so much for everything that you do for our patients and for your coworkers and for your colleagues. We appreciate everything that you're doing. With the Daisy Award, there's a few things that you get. So first will be your Daisy Award certificate that you'll be able to frame. And we'll take a picture there. Just smile and pause here. Perfect. All right. And then one of my favorite things is the Healer's Touch statue. So these are actually hand carved in Zimbabwe, and each one of them has the name of the artist who carved it in there. So yeah, this is made of serpentine stone, and these are definitely a cherished item there. You will also get a Daisy Award winner pin, so you'll be able to put that on your badge. You will also get a beautiful bouquet of daisies to carry around with you all day. We have what I call a swag bag full of goodies in here. This actually has a copy of your nomination as well. And it's some information about some of our partners and what the Daisy Award means and what the foundation is able to provide as far as there's some scholarships available and future awards available. So your face will be featured on the Daisy website. We'll take a picture here in just a minute. And that'll be on the Daisy Award winners there for all time. So whenever they Google your name, it's going to pop up. And then last but not least, nice, ooh, they're hot too.
Yeah.
Nice warm Cinnabons. So we have, there you go. The Cinnabons are a great addition because ultimately we recognize with the Daisy Award that it's a team sport. You know, ultimately there's a whole crew of folks that you work with. So this is not only a way to help recognize all that you've accomplished, but also help recognize your team as well. Now you do get the option of sharing or not, so but recognize that you'll probably share. Also, cinnamon rolls have a special place with the Daisy Foundation because, as Bonnie mentioned, when Patrick was in the hospital, one of the only things he had an appetite for was cinnamon rolls. So they would bring that to him, and that was a special treat just for him. So now we share those with every Daisy Award. Yeah. So we'll have some plates and coffee and everything over here for anybody to break out, but we'll probably have to bring some back over there, of course. It's a busy day. We wanted to make sure it was the busiest day we could when we had this. So good, we nailed it.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay. Well, again, Sarah, thank you so much for all that you've done for our patients and again for your colleagues. Trina obviously thinks very highly of you. All of your colleagues think very highly of you. On behalf of our patients, thank you so much for all that you do and appreciate all your hard work. So congratulations. And with that, we'll go ahead and conclude our DAISY presentation. Thank you all so much for joining us today, and we look forward to doing it again soon.